It's a Sunday matinee here in Highland Heights as the Northern Kentucky Norse play host to the University of the Cumberlands Patriots here on ESPN+. This is 3 in a row as the missed shot by Robinson, but this is an exhibition game for them. This is only about coming and making a name for themselves and coming away with a decent check. And on the stick back, it's Dan Goresger breaking the seal, followed by a couple of 3 veteran newcomers, Ethan Elliott, Donovan O'Day, and Cale Robinson. And it's stolen by O'Day. He waits for the contact and lays it up and in. And Northern Kentucky jumps out to a 4-0 lead. Here's McClendon dancing, and he puts up an air ball, but it's Bell who gathers the loose one and puts it off the banking board and in. This is the 3rd time we've seen them in a row. This is the best of the 3 teams we'll see here.
It really is. I mean, it seems like almost every time they come.
Oh, take that, says Javecchio Thomas. Tate Dozier checked in during the break, as well as Sean Nelson and Addison Archer. And it's stolen away by Robinson. He'll get it to Duke with the floater, and the Patriots have taken the lead. University of the Cumberlands with the ball in the lead. But they'll have to attack the Fisk defense, and here's Brady Bell, and he buries that one in the bottom of the sack. Here's Dozier over on the right side. Back to Donnie. Rakatu Nan-Ohari. Here is Goresger with a little floater, and it crawls over the front of the rim and in. And right now, I know it's early, David Wassler, but the Patriots are in big-time jeopardy of evening it back up to 8-8.
Yeah, and they look good right now on offense, except right here as the Norse cranked up the pressure a little bit.
Tanner Walton, who had checked into the game, gets it stolen by Robinson, who finds L.J. Wells on the break.
Strong take by Wells.
But grabbing in another new player in the game, Kemba Utonya, and that shot is missed and rebounded by Wells. Dozier out on the break. Nice up and under move, and he puts it in. Everything in this program, I've heard him say a million times, is off of 2 feet.
And they didn't do that a lot at ETSU or Tennessee, and trying to get back to that.
Well, and talk about how difficult that is when you have to redo your roster with 9 newcomers, and they're veteran guys. Well, let's talk about this first. That's off 1 foot, but that's a stufferino on the break, and I'm sure the Norse fans will take that as the score is now tied. For more information on the electronic media broadcasting major and the many other degree programs offered by Northern Kentucky University, log on to the website nku.edu. Northern Kentucky University, Norse up. And it's O'Day with a steal. He tries to break away, and he'll have to lay it up and in. Trying to push the pace, but the Cumberlands came back and got in transition early as Robinson, on that trail 3 attempt, decided against it. And now they'll run the offense. And it's Wells with a 2-hand stufferino off the assist from Bryce Derbyshire. Here is Duke with it. Duke's been relatively quiet as McConnell, no good. And it's Elliott who would chase it down. The Norse will try to pick up the pace here. Here is Wells on the trail 3. It goes all the way around the rim and falls through.
Yes, you got a couple blocks and gives him some athleticism if he can, when he gets the opportunity to show it.
It's deflected by Thomas, who chased it down. They were trying to get it into Archer. And now slowing it down are the Patriots. They've gone a long time without drinks of water here. And Dukes will get an and one through the contact. And that's kind of what we were expecting to see out of Duke. And we haven't seen that much of it so far.
Yeah.
He joined the team as far as, okay, yes, the offer's accepted, I'll come. But literally couldn't get into the country until school started because of the fact of him being a foreign student, something that was cracked down on a lot more, not just around the NCAA, but in our country as a whole during a turbulent time when it came to international students in the summer. Bell's back at the free throw line once again. He misses the front end of a 1-and-1. That was a non-shooting foul, but with Northern Kentucky in the bonus. Northern Kentucky has extended its lead to 14, and it's cut down by 3 thanks to the long-range mastery of Brant Smithers out of Williamstown, Kentucky. So Northern Kentucky Harris just goes through defenders like a cone drill, misses the dunk, and the long rebound goes to Smithers, but it's Harris again on a pogo stick, tipping it up and in. Elliott crosses over, drives, lays it up and in. A one-man fast break going coast to coast. In its 10th game overall. So they've had a, oh, look out below. The two-hand stufferino, Herdonovan O'Day.
And nobody's catching up to him in transition.
A little string music action, if you will. As we are 4+ minutes into the second half. And Thomas, look out below. My, he came through there with bad intentions. The senior out of Buford, Georgia, and quickly Northern Kentucky tries to answer. Instead, Harris will get the rebound. Here's Thomas. He will challenge Wells, no good, and then it's put back up and in by Harris. Tier conference, playing for Montana State Billings last year. That was almost in your kitchen there, David Wassler. Instead, it's caught and converted there. McConnell, short, and it's rebounded by Robinson. Robinson with a spin move off the banking board and in.
That's the kind of aggressiveness you like to see.
Rocco Harari, he was part of the program but redshirted last year.
Yeah, so he's been
and a pretty shot there. 2 in a row by Derbyshire. University of Cumberlands has the ball out of the Mid-South Conference, ranked number 12 in the nation in the most recent NAIA poll, which comes out every 2 weeks. That came out this past week. As McConnell, how about that? He found the iron oh so kind for GRC. Here's Elliott, lays it up and in.
Great finish. Another fast break opportunity for the Norse where they convert.
Sean got hurt during the summer, tweaked his knee. He's back to 100%, but maybe fell a little bit behind during that rehab process. Uh-oh, look out here. That's a lob pass and a dunk. Dan Goresger with a three-pointer. He is now the 4th Northern Kentucky player in double figures. Here's the spin move, off the glass and in by J.T. Thomas.
Great finish in the paint again. He's a super efficient scorer as O'Day scores again in transition.
He creates some space there through some contact. Here is Elliott with it for Northern Kentucky as they lead at 84-61. Nelson puts up a wild shot, and it counts! Sean Nelson, the beneficiary there. To come to one of those in person, it'd probably drive you nuts if you're over the age of, say, 25. But still, I think it's a pretty cool experience because I am a kid at heart, that's for sure. As we get back to live action, here's Brant Smithers, who knocks down a 3 from the top of the key. Well, Julian Miles, the freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky, definitely saw his opportunity and took advantage of it. Here's Minor, laying it up and in.
He's a threat from the perimeter, so what's he do? Shot fake, get to the rim there.
In the Mid-South Conference and beyond. And that's Jalen Johnson getting the loose ball, no good, and it's finally put back and in on a stick back by Akemba Otonya, and that will be it. And the final score, Northern Kentucky comes away with a win by a score of 101-73, and they will even its record to 2-2 on the young season.